Hi everybody, Scott Eblin here with this week's video book club installment. It is a book I literally just finished reading like 5 minutes before this video is being shot. It's called The Checklist Manifesto. It's by a surgeon at Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston named Atul Gawande. He's written other books. I haven't read them. This one, The Checklist Manifesto, has been a bestseller this year. And I've been really intrigued lately with processes that really started earlier this year when I had the opportunity to go out on the USS Harry S. Truman, the aircraft carrier, overnight. And I was so impressed and struck with the processes and systems that enable a very complex operation like an aircraft carrier to run. And of course, in the field of medicine, and particularly surgery, it's a very complex situation. And Gawande has determined and has run some amazing studies through the World Health Organization and at Harvard Medical School and elsewhere, Johns Hopkins as well, that checklists really make all the difference in terms of effective outcomes in complex situations like surgery. Dramatic reductions in death rates following surgery from some of the checklists that Gawande and his colleagues have introduced. And he uses other examples from other industries. He's a terrific storyteller, much like Malcolm Gladwell and Dan Pink and other authors these days. Stories from construction and aviation, restaurants. You know, that's a complex operation to put together a 3-star meal in a high-end restaurant. And what he tells us and what we read about and learn about in the Checklist Manifesto is that checklists are really, really useful when you've got a complex problem to address with multiple steps. And I think the other factor that really came through to me is when it's important to have communication. Take the construction industry for an example. They're building skyscrapers, right? So that's a really complex operation to build a skyscraper. A lot of steps involved. That's one checklist, but they have a whole other set of checklists to ensure that there are touch points, communication points along the way. And when I thought about that with even my simple business, we operate on a lot of checklists in our company, the Eblin Group. Our group coaching process has checklists all the way along, and it helps us deliver on what we promise to deliver. So anyway, I found it really fascinating. It's kind of a pet topic of mine this year, is learning more about process and being more facile with them myself and developing greater appreciation for them. Checklist Manifesto is a terrific introduction to it. It's really thought-provoking, and I only feature books that I recommend. So as usual, I recommend you taking a look at this book if you're at all interested in making complex processes simpler and more effective in their outcomes. Take a look. Hope you have a great week coming up. See you next week on the Video Book Club.